Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone, depending on your location and where you are seeing me from. Welcome to today's edition. Today's discussion and today's video promises to be very enriching and interesting. In today's discussion, we will be looking at what makes an organization to be an occupational health and safety compliant one. That sounds interesting, right? Good. Now, there are certain matrices or certain indicators that are used by the regulators, government, international bodies, or whoever is inspecting the organization. There are certain factors, certain matrices they are looking at. And if those factors are valuable upon inspection, the organization can be declared one that is healthy enough and one that is complying with occupational health and safety rules and standards. So today's video we'll be looking at those factors, those matrices, those indicators, those things that can be used to ascertain how and why your organization can be called a health and safety and environmental compliant one. To begin with, you should know that for organization to be called a health and safety compliant one, such an organization has to ensure that its facilities, its operations, its workforce, and the workplace meet and exceed regulatory compliance. This is one basic factor. Now, how it meets and exceeds regulatory compliance can be spread in 5-6 variables. And these 6 variables are what this video will address. Let me take it again. That for organization to be called a health and safety compliant one, such organization must proactively and actively ensure that its facilities, its operations, its workforce, that is the employees in that organization, and the workplace meet and exceed stated regulatory standards, stated laws that govern health and safety practices. So one of those aspects that we'll be looking at, or the regulators will be looking at, is the legal aspect, which is the legal standard. The legal aspect says that every organization or every employer of level must ensure that its operations are done within the permissible legal ambience. That means the employer of level or the organization must ensure that its facilities, its operations, and its doings complies with the stated laws and regulations governing that very industry. For example, the legal standard aspect emphasizes, take for example, you are an employer of labor who runs his business in Nigeria. Now it's expected that your operations, depending on what sector of operation that you are in, must meet with the laws governing that industry. It is expected that you abide by the Factory Acts of 2004. This Factory Act 2004 specified certain occupational health and safety laws that your company must align with. You must ensure that you abide or that your activities aligns with the Nigerian Labour Act. You must ensure that your activities aligns with the Occupational Health and Safety Bill. Now, these 3 major ones stipulate standards, stipulate guidance, stipulate direction on how you will run your business. If you meet these legal aspects, then your organization can be said to be aligning or complying with the regulation. Now, the other international standards that your companies or your activities must align its affairs with will be the International Labour Organization or the ILO standards and conventions. Now, there are so many conventions stated and stipulated by the International Labour Organizations known as global best practice, which your organization must align with itself. Another might be that your organization will make sure that each operation suits with the guidance of ISO 45001 of 2018. All of these legal aspects will be used as an indicator to determine if your organization is an occupational health and safety compliant type. And this is the legal aspect of it. So whatever you are doing, whatever industry you belong, make sure that the person managing your professional health and safety aspect understands the legal standard regulating the affairs and operation of your business. Your activities must align with those rules. By so doing, during inspection, you can have a clean sheet, a clean bill of sheet that you are complying with internal and external regulation. That is one aspect.